About a year ago I made my first viral short, and it got so many comments it was hard to keep track. That's when I thought, why not use them to improve the recipe? We should start the day before cooking ramen. You'll need a nice piece of pork belly, and if it comes with skin, remove it yourself. It is optional, but I prefer it without. Prick the meat all over with a fork to help it absorb flavor. Rolling it tightly with kitchen twine isn't really necessary, I just did it because, well, I'm a big Naruto fan and I do it all the time when I cook Chashu Pork. So if you do use kitchen twine, tie it firmly from end to end so the meat holds its shape while simmering. You should get something like this. A tight, even roll that cooks beautifully and slices perfectly later. The next step is optional but quite recommended. Blanch the meat in boiling water for a few minutes, then discard this water. We do it to remove any scum and bitterness from the pork. Now prepare the aromatics. Ginger, leeks and garlic. Wash them well, no need to peel, cut them roughly and into the pot. Add 1 cup of soy sauce, mirin and sake, and enough water to fully cover the pork. Don't forget to add a spoonful of sugar, because I almost did. Bring to simmer and cook gently for about 2 hours, flipping occasionally. You can cover it with a parchment cartouche to keep it moist. Once done, let it cool in the braising liquid and refrigerate overnight. The next day remove the twine, slice the pork thinly and sear it in the pan or torch the edges right before serving. By the way, look at this cross section, it looks much better than I expected. Since we've got leftover sauce from cooking the pork, we're gonna make ramen eggs. Ramen eggs are simple but surprisingly easy to mess up. This time I was determined to make them right. Bring water to a boil, add a splash of vinegar, gently lower the eggs in and start the timer. For jammy eggs go for 7 minutes, for softer ones around 6.5. When time's up, immediately transfer the eggs to the ice bath to stop the cooking completely. I thought I nailed it this time until I started peeling. And yeah, almost hard-boiled, just slightly jammy in the middle. I was so disappointed and I didn't know why it happened. I only realized what the problem was while editing. See this darker egg? It was the first one I dropped into boiling water and the last one I took out. So it got like extra 30 seconds of cooking, and that tiny difference changes everything. You should always submerge the eggs simultaneously and take them out all at once, straight into the ice bath. Once cooled and peeled, add the leftover chashu braising liquid as a marinade and keep them in the fridge overnight. Now it's time to make the ramen base. Many people in the comments told me that canola oil is bad, so this time I'm using rice bran oil instead. You can basically use any neutral oil you like. Peel the garlic and cut it into thin slices. Then prepare chives, not scallions. I don't know why, but finding chives was unexpectedly hard. Still not sure if they were perfect type, but they'll do. This time I use canned kimchi, not homemade, but it really makes no difference here. The kimchi stock part remains mystery though. Is it a packet seasoning dissolved in water? Or just kimchi juice? We'll use both of them. So let's finally follow the recipe of Ramen Base, but with minor changes. Rice bran oil, 2 tablespoons into the pot. Garlic, chives, kimchi into the pot. Stir fry for 2 minutes. You add kimchi stock, 20 grams of Korean chili powder. Bring it to boil and simmer for 5. And now the noodles. I got a couple hundred comments about me using spaghetti, but the thing is, it wasn't. Gotta admit, wrong type of noodles anyway. Instant noodles are definitely the way to go. Into the pot, precisely 4 minutes or whatever your package says. You add to the bowl. You top it up with chashu, green onions and a soft-boiled egg.
When eaten on a hot summer night, it is simply divine.
Well, today is not summer night, but it is indeed very good. Spicy, tangy, savory and full of umami. The chashu though feels a bit out of place. Final score 8.4 out of 10, it's much better than before. If you've got more suggestions or ideas, drop them in the comments, I might just use yours in the next video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.